Good morning, friends. This is Veer from Saraswati, Narol, Ahmedabad. Friends, as we know, chapter number 5 is going on. In previous lecture, we have defined you the types of subsidiary books and even definition related with that. Today, we are going to start with sums. Your first question, number 4 in the book, from exercise page number 133. Prepare purchase book in the books of Shri Suresh. This is the format of purchase book: date, particular, inward invoice number, LF number and amount. No debit credit. You have given the data regarding October 2015. The first transaction is there. Purchased goods of 10,000 from Deepak on credit. So we are purchasing from Deepak. So Deepak account. How much we are purchasing from Deepak? 10,000. So directly in the column of amount, 10,000. No debit, no credit, nothing is to be done. Directly to whom we are purchasing, directly name that person. Purchase goods of 20,000 from Sardar Stores at 10% trade discount. Invoice number is 16. From where we are purchasing? Sardar Stores account. Sardar Stores account. At the date of 3. How much the goods are there? Goods of 20,000. 20,000 का 10% trade discount minus कर देंगे. So 20,000 minus 10%, it will be 2,000. So outer column it will be 18,000 as purchase. You have given an invoice number of 116. So right there, inward invoice number 116. After third date, you have to see the 7-date transaction. Purchased goods of 18,000 from Pankaj on cash. Now, date 7 transaction is a cash transaction. To be shown in cash book only. So what we have seen here, we have seen no cash transactions are to be recorded in this book. So date number 7 is a cash transaction, so no need to write down over here. Placed an order with Rajesh for supply goods 20,000 at 10% trade discount. So order is a non-financial transaction. Also not to be recorded. We all know whenever we are giving order or someone is giving order to us related with delivering the goods, we will not post that entry. So remain. Purchased furniture of 16,000 from Vyas Furniture Mart on 1 month credit. Just again, feel the same thing is to be done. Furniture is a fixed asset transaction. Furniture is a fixed assets transaction. So no entry. As we have defined in previous lecture that only cash transactions, only credit transaction are to be recorded over here. No cash, no assets transaction are to be recorded. They all will be in the इंफॉर्मेशन कॉलम में डाल दोगे आप, लास्ट में स्पष्टीकरण कर दोगे आप उसको, आप कोई एंट्री पोस्ट करोगे ही नहीं इसकी. ठीक है, कौन कौन सी एंट्रीज नहीं आएगी? तो कैश ट्रांजैक्शन नहीं आएगा, फिक्स एसेट कोई भी हो सकती है, जमीन, मकान, प्लांट, यंत्र, फर्नीचर ना. दीज ऑल थिंग्स आर नॉट टू बी रिकॉर्डेड ओवर इन दीज परचेज और सेल्स बुक अकाउंट. Rajesh has sent as per order and sent invoice 350. So we are purchasing goods from Rajesh account. Invoice number 350 and date is also given to you, that is 21. Here you can also write date either 20 and order of goods of that is 15 date. It should be specified. Rajesh has goods sent order as per invoice number 350 after adding 1,000 for railway freight. Now friends, here it's railway freight is given to you. The railway freight is a general proper entry. We will record the transaction. You can see date number 15. हमने 20,000 का ऑर्डर दिया था 10% ट्रेड डिस्काउंट के साथ में. सो 20,000 का 10% आप निकाल देते हैं तो इट विल बी 18,000. तो हम 18,000 की एंट्री यहाँ पोस्ट करेंगे। 1,000 जो है वो एडिशनल एक्सपेंस है, आई नो, बट इट शुड नॉट बी रिकॉर्डेड ओवर हियर बिकॉज वो जनरल प्रॉपर की एंट्री है। तो 1,000 जो यहाँ पे लिखेंगे, डेट नंबर क्या है, P20, 1,000 रुपीज ऑफ रेलवे फ्रेट इज अ जनरल प्रॉपर एंट्री, जनरल प्रॉपर एंट्री। Some students ask me, sir, is it necessary to write down? Yes, this is very necessary. It also have a marking pattern. So record all these transactions. Purchase goods of 14,000 at 5% cash discount. Again, day 24, a cash transaction to be recorded in cash book only. कहाँ लिखा जाएगा ये? यहाँ इसकी कोई एंट्री नहीं होगी क्योंकि कैश डिस्काउंट है। सेकेंड वन थिंग, हाउ कैन वी नो इज इट कैश ट्रांजैक्शन बिकॉज नो पर्सन्स नेम इज गिवन ओवर हियर दैट फ्रॉम वेयर वी आर परचेजिंग, सो कैश ट्रांजैक्शन, सो नॉट इट्स वेरी ओवर हियर। क्वेश्चन नंबर 25, परचेज गुड्स ऑफ 30,000 फ्रॉम नीलेश एट 10% ट्रेड डिस्काउंट। ओके, हाफ ऑफ द अमाउंट इज पेड इमीडिएटली बाय चेक। yesterday previous lecture I have defined to you that अगर क्या कहते हैं कि till when the full amount is not paid the whole transaction is treated as credit transaction. So भले यहाँ पे 50% चेक पेमेंट कर दिया है लेकिन हम फिर भी इस ट्रांजेक्शन को क्या मानेंगे, क्रेडिट ट्रांजेक्शन के रूप में डील करेंगे। सो फ्रॉम वेयर वी आर परचेजिंग, फ्रॉम नीलेश, तो नीलेश अकाउंट कितनी वैल्यू है उसकी 30,000, 10% ट्रेड डिस्काउंट माइनस कर देंगे तो लोग कैसे पर 30,000 minus 10 and then percent and we find their answer 27,000. Is there a bill number? No bill number. So what is to be done related with the check data? So nothing is to be done, ignore that. Okay friends, so this is all about your chapter. No, still there are two entries remaining. Purchase goods of 15,000 from Chirag at 10% trade discount, 5% cash discount. Amount paid immediately. Again, date 26 is a cash transaction. How can we come to know that it's a cash transaction? Specifically given the data that it's the whole amount is to be paid immediately. So it's a cash transaction, not to be recorded over in this purchase book. Purchase goods of 40,000 from Nitin, invoice number 151. This is credit transaction. आपको पर्सन का नाम भी दिया हुआ है नितिन अकाउंट और कोई डिस्काउंट वगैरह नहीं दिया हुआ। 40,000 के गुड्स हमने परचेज किए हैं ऑन 30th डेट, सो डायरेक्टली हम लिख देंगे इसको इसके अंदर, ठीक है। दिस इज ऑल अबाउट योर फ्रेंड्स। नाउ टोटलिंग करते हैं, डबल लाइन कर देना नीचे, टोटल क्रेडिट परचेज, total of all these times 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 98, 106 and 113. So this is all about this purchase book friends. I hope आप लोगों को ये क्वेश्चन समझ में आया होगा। अगर क्वेश्चन समझ में आया है तो वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, शेयर कीजिए एंड सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। टिल देन बाय बाय, सी यू, हैव अ नाइस डे।